everything we do is art. We're always just, in the moment enjoying what we're doing, but it's all art.
I think so much of our journey has been us just figuring stuff out along the way, like taking a leap of faith and hoping it works out. Trying this new thing that other people haven't done before and just seeing how it lands. It's a really nice way to be. It's a nice way to be original. It's just good to try things and see what happens. And then good chance you end up somewhere worthwhile.
I really like these sage bushes.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be perfect having a bison right behind one like that.
Right.
With the light.
Yeah, I think the texture is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we can make that look real, that would give it a lot of depth, right? When we were working together, I think we wanted to have it a bit more planned out than I would maybe prefer for my own work. But when we work together, we sketch stuff out and we go back and forth and we show each other some options of how we can do it and color-wise and composition-wise.
What do you think about adding some kind of element of snow to the painting?
Oh yeah, that could be nice. Thousand Stories has asked us to come here and then make a piece based on what we see here. You think you're able to work some more of the, like these kind of colors into the fur of the bison?
Yeah, I think so.
I think we like to focus on the eyes a lot. I think people really connect through the eyes, having that connection with an animal. I think it stands for like respecting nature and all nature, not just a part of it.
The painting right now is at that stage where I'm in the black and white process where I'm just building up the composition and getting the darks in. You can see what's going to be there. You can see the bison and it's getting close to being ready for color.
Almost 11 years ago, we were modeling at the time. We met on a video shoot for Vogue Italia. Now, I was a spy, he was a cop, and the whole story about the spy is that I was actually in drag.
So when I first met her, she was
like,
dressed as a man.
Like
she had like this fake
I had like they gave me kind of a unibrow, black hair, like big suits. My friend said I looked like Sheldon a little bit.
I mean, I saw right past. I couldn't help but go and talk to her.
It was not very convincing.
We had this connection. We just had this great conversation, and that was the highlight of the day. Was just chatting with Christa. When we were first dating, like neither of us were doing any art.
In my case, after high school, I applied for art school, and then I didn't get into art school, and I was like, never doing this again. I'm done. And I didn't do anything, like not anything, for probably like 9 years or something like that.
It wasn't until we ended up moving to Canada that we both started doing art. Realizing, okay, I didn't even know you liked this.
So I got a job at a very quiet store. I was kind of like, I need to have something on my hands, so I started sketching and doodling and drawing. I knew that job was ending anyway, and I think he encouraged me to be like, why don't you just quit? So after that job ended, I went full-time and see what would come of it. It was a couple weeks later, Regan came home from work and he's like, I quit today. So we both quit our job at the same time without any plan or any idea of how we're doing this. That was fun.
Yeah. I was in this gallery in Banff and I saw these photographs. I had this vision of what I could do, and I remember telling Chris, I'm like, I think I could be a really good painter. And she's like, yeah, show me. Like, I want to see this. As soon as I started drawing again, man, it felt so right. It was like, okay, this is something. Inspiration just comes. So we do things we enjoy. I love hiking. I love being in nature. Like, that's inspiring. But when an idea comes, an inspired idea, that comes out of the blue, and that can happen anywhere. I'm always looking for what's interesting, and it could be a small thing, it could be a big landscape, but I'm constantly taking photos, and when I can, I like to use my own photos for paintings as much as I can.
I do think that both our stuff is so different, and because of the contrast, it makes each other stronger. The blend of our work together does make a product that's stronger than like 1 + 1 = 3, kind of like that. I do see that.
Having the texture of the fur, like really being able to see the depth. So you can imagine what it would feel like to touch the fur and what that would feel like. See the eyes and connect with it. They're so majestic looking and so wild. So to have this big bison portrait to really feel that, I think that's what we want to bring to this piece.
For a long time, I assumed that certain things would be impossible, and therefore I wouldn't even try. Only because of Regan, I had enough confidence to actually give it a shot.
Yeah, I think our art definitely represents our relationship. To come up with ideas together on the same project. Like I couldn't imagine doing this without Christa. I don't know if I would be an artist without Christa. It's such a important piece to my art making.